Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. We're going to be away at the Signal Iduna Park against Borussia Dortmund just now. Champions League last 16, Milan back where they belong in the knockout stage of the Champions League. Inconsistent form for ourselves, of course the main dip in that being the losses to Roma and Juventus. Dortmund clearly excellent form, they're winning the last five. They're currently fourth in the Bundesliga, but look at that run since the break there. German Cup third round win, then a couple of friendly wins, then 5 successive Bundesliga wins and a German Cup quarter final win. So high on form, Dortmund. Royce and Mesut Ozil are both out. So Ozil went to Dortmund from Arsenal for 25 million. That's interesting. But he is out, and Andre Schürrle is also out. So that's good news at least. If we look at our team, of course, Andrea Conte unfortunately is going to miss out. So David Calabria can come back in to start there. The two youngsters, Murati and Mastur, will effectively... No, Mastur and Bugeli can come in onto the bench, and Locatelli can also come in. Will Locatelli come back in? Do you know... Yeah, I'll bring Locatelli back in for Bonaventura. And we can have Locatelli, Kessie and Bilia. Barreca unfortunately suspended for this one, so Darmian's going to have to come in on the bench, which actually will open up space for Murati to return in there. And Bonaventura can go down there, and Murati in there. So, what that means for the side, it'll be Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Darmian, Locatelli, Kessie, Bilia, Chiesa, Çalhanoğlu and Silva. Hopefully we can do the business today. It's going to be a tough one away in Germany, but I think we're fairly evenly matched sides, so hopefully we can go and attack them. 7 days before Leroy Sané returns from his injury, so he'll probably miss the Milan derby, but he should be back for the second game against Borussia Dortmund. They are playing a 4-2-3-1, similar to what we were playing. Their squad, Horn, Weiser, Papastotopoulos, Bartra, Guerrero, Götze, Arnold, Yarmolenko, Kagawa, Pulisic and Aubameyang. So I think we are fairly similar sides here. So hopefully we can get a positive result here away in Germany. Come on lads, show me what you can do. Keep our run going. And we're just going to encourage the guys at the start of the game. I think, as I say, we're two fairly evenly matched sides. As Rafa Guerrero gets it forward to Christian Pulisic, and the game gets underway here in Germany. Dortmund controlling the possession early on here. Opening 10, nothing happening. One shot for them, two for us, but nothing noteworthy as of yet. Obviously a draw here away in the first leg is a pretty decent result. As 20 minutes passes, we're dominating on the shot count here, but still nothing of note going on. As Chiesa tries to get forward, I fear we're just going to lose this here. Chiesa puts it in. It's away by Socrates. Max Arnold picks it up, plays it to Götze. His ball to Yarmolenko looked a little loose, but he does pick it up. It's Aubameyang now, has a run from Pulisic. Oh, it's 6s and 7s there, Calabria. Pulisic driving into the box. Cuts it back. Defenders are standing still, and Aubameyang runs onto it. Terrible defending all round. We're going to have to demand more out of the squad than that. It was really poor defending, and it was a fairly easy break for them to make. Pulisic cutting it back and Aubameyang slamming it home. 1-0 Dortmund in a very boring half as we head towards the break. And it is going to be 1-0 to Dortmund at the break. Spurs 2-1 up in Madrid against Real Madrid, which is a surprising result, of course. But yeah, 1-0. It's not the end of the world. We're going to tell them expect to see a better showing though. Chiesa's demotivated by that for some weird reason. But Bonaventura is going to come on for Locatelli in the midfield, and we're going to go with that. We're going to tell the boys to show some passion. We need some more out of them here. Chiesa playing it to Bilia. We've shown absolutely nothing in the first half. Dortmund have only had obviously the one chance, but they've taken it. 7 shots to 5 in Dortmund's favour, 60% possession. So they're probably just about controlling the game. But I think it's harsh that we're behind considering nothing much has happened. As Weigl comes on for Kagawa on the Dortmund side. Schmelzer on for Guerrero. 50 minutes to go here. And at some level we will accept this result. Do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to throw young Bugeli on for Andre Silva. He can just play as a poacher for the last couple of minutes. 15 minutes or so left. We really have not many options on the bench, sadly. As Bugeli comes on for Andre Silva. I don't expect the young man to grab the away goal for us, but who knows, maybe he will. It's Çalhanoğlu to deliver it now. It's in the box. It's Socrates away. Comes for Bonaventura. Oh my days! Woo-hoo. What a strike from Bonaventura on the volley. Slams it into the net for 1-1. Barzagli can come on for Romagnoli for the last couple of minutes or so. But what an equaliser. Jesus Christ, Bonaventura. Whew. And he's definitely made the case to start the Milan derby, as we're going to get a 1-1 here at the Signal Iduna Park. Definitely a positive result, and what a way to earn the draw. Well, what will we say? We'll say what a comeback it was. We'll go for that one. 1-1 is a decent result there. Tottenham getting the win away at Real Madrid, actually. That's obviously a great result for them, and it's a good result for us to lead into the Milan derby on Sunday against Inter. Juve are playing Leverkusen, and Man United versus Atletico Madrid. Juve 2-2 at home to Leverkusen. It's not good in terms of representation of Italy in Europe. Atletico Madrid get the 0-0 Old Trafford. 40 to 55 million for Alejandro Gomez, who is a good player, but at 31 years of age I'm not going to spend that level of dough on him unless we get a massive budget, which we won't, because financially the club's a bit sketchy at the minute. Udinese with a 1-1 with Dynamo Kiev. Roma smash Sevilla 6-1. That's good news for Italy. Torino losing to Besiktas isn't, though. We're about to get into the weekend Serie A action. Highlight of the weekend, obviously, the Milan derby. Blizzari doing well. Good to see. And obviously, we'll be ignoring the press conference, as we always do. Okay. Come on. Give me my derby. Benevento winning away at Spezia. That's a huge blow for Spezia there, but great for Benevento and their chances of staying up. Atalanta hosting Bologna. You'd expect the home side to win. Comfortable 3-0 for them. And the majority of the action is going to take place on Sunday. Ourselves, of course, 2 behind Lazio. All results going our way this weekend. We could end the episode top of Serie A for the first time this season, I believe. We started the season poorly, so I would expect this to be our first time at the summit if we can manage that feat. It's not going to be an easy game against Inter, though, even though they've been poor this season. We've had a dip or two ourselves in our form, so we have to watch that. Obviously, you can see there, though, by them being 15th and us being 2nd, you can see the difference between the two teams this season. Juve will play the early game at home to Pescara. You'd expect a home win there for the Turin side. Yep, Cuadrado and Talisca makes it a comfortable 2-0 victory. They jump all the way up to 2nd, knock us down to 3rd. A couple of important fixtures. Lazio hosting Torino could be an interesting one. Roma are at Spal. I expect Roma to be energised by their smashing of Sevilla. And Patrick Cotrone's Novara host Napoli. So let's hope we can get at least one positive result out of those. Napoli winning 5-0 against Cotrone's Novara. That's not very good. Roma 4-2 winners over Spal. Fiorentina win at Udinese as well. And Lazio Torino. Do we get any result in our favour? Or are Lazio going to do it as well? Lazio did it as well, so nothing went our way, so the pressure is on big time to beat Inter here. We have beaten them 3 times, lost to them once and have 1 draw against them. They've won their last 2, but obviously their form is sketchy. We're just coming off that good draw there away in Germany against Borussia Dortmund. Sané can return to the bench but won't actually be fit for the derby, and Barreca gets a spot back ahead of Darmian, which makes the team more or less exactly the same. Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Barreca, Locatelli, Kessie, Biglia, Chiesa, Çalhanoğlu and Silva. Inter's team, 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, 2 central midfielders, 2 wingers and then Icardi up front. Handanovic, Ranocchia, Miranda, Kondogbia, Bruno Perez, Dalbert, João Mario, Gagliardini, Candreva, Bongonda, and Icardi. So a decent team there actually. It's better than the 11 that lined up against us last time we played Inter in a Milan derby. But I still think we've got a bit more quality than them. Bonaventura not going to start today, but maybe we can bring him on as an impact sub, like we did against Dortmund. Okay, it's not going to be the same as Dortmund in terms of lack of action. We're going to have something really early. Handanovic playing it to Kondogbia. Inter clearly intent on playing proper football. Kondogbia to João Mario now. Closed down quickly. Frank Kessie goes back to Ranocchia though. The three at the back playing pretty wide. Forward to Bruno Perez. Over the top for Icardi, and he's in behind the defence. Not a good start. Icardi in, he shoots and he's put it wide. That's not a good start. A simple route one ball there. Catching us out. Bongonda and Bruno Perez both bringing knocks into this game. Dalbert now picking up the ball for the throw-in. Icardi takes a nice touch. Inter have started well here today. Good challenge Locatelli, but it does break to João Mario. Closed down by Kessie. Can Kessie win it? Nope, it goes back to Miranda, who plays an excellent ball out to Dalbert. Has Bongonda now. He slips it in behind for Icardi, who has another chance. Super tight angle. He's crossed it and it's in. It's Antonio Candreva. And Inter have taken the lead. A shocking start from ourselves. Absolute shambles against a club who are way, way down the bottom of the league. And we have the free kick now. Çalhanoğlu in. Kessie rises down to Chiesa on the volley, and it's just wide of the post. Come on, that was our only shot of the game. We're dominating possession here, but we're not creating any chances. Tell the boys to push forward, as Inter have 2 in the book already. Now we've taken a lead actually in terms of the shots. Only 1 shot for Inter on target, of course Candreva's goal. But at the minute that's what separates us, because we can't create anything in our own right, sadly. And it looks like it's going to end the half 1-0 to Inter. It certainly is. It's going to be the same story as Germany. We've been shockingly poor in the first half, unable to create any chances, and Inter lead the Milan derby. We're going to have to get aggressive with them. We're going to bring on Bonaventura. Hope he can have the same impact as he did in Germany. We're going to have to throw him on there for Locatelli, who's been poor in both games. Obviously only a young man, but still you'd expect him to do better. Here we go. Let's get an early equaliser here so we can push on. Calabria to Andre Silva. Way wide Silva, and way deep now, having to track back to get the ball. Good ball to Biglia though. Space opening up for him. Icardi tracks him, but he does find Barreca. Barreca takes a touch, finds Çalhanoğlu on the left hand side. We really need Andre Silva back. That's a great ball though from Çalhanoğlu to Barreca. Can he pick a cross? It's in there. It's Andre Silva. And there you go. That's the start to the half you wanted. Praise be for that. Great ball Barreca. Great finish by Andre Silva. And let's hope we can use that as a platform and go on and win the game. We need to beat them. Get back above Juve. Get right in behind Lazio in second place again. Excuse me. And statistically, we are dominating the game now. As Aramu comes on for Bongonda. 20 minutes left in the fixture. 8-4 shot count in our favour. Not a lot happening though as we go towards 80 minutes. We've certainly not used that early goal and they have to push on. Let's move Bonaventura up so we can be behind the striker now. MD we want to bring on. We're really short of options, of course. I don't really think there is anybody we want to bring on other than Bonaventura. There's nothing we can really do to change the action. We'll just tell them to push up a bit more, but I don't really think we're going to be doing too much in terms of changing the personnel. We're really short of options, and it looks like a boring draw here, although maybe one chance to come. Bonucci out to Chiesa, takes a nice touch. Inter have done nothing since they scored, but we've not done enough probably to win it either. It's a good ball out to Çalhanoğlu though. Could we nick it? Bonaventura can't get it. Gagliardini manages to intercept. Ranocchia now will go long towards Icardi. The defender, yes, does get that. Romagnoli, good play. Plays it out wide. That's a shocking pass though. Candreva forward to Icardi. Don't let them nick it. Come on. Forward to João Mario. He's got an option inside. He's just going to whip this, isn't he? Cuts her across, and Gagliardini, who started the move by pinching the ball, finishes it off, and it's an absolute sucker punch. Jesus, that hurts. We're going to have to go direct now. There's literally a minute and 16 seconds left. I'm going to take Kessie off for Bugeli, I suppose. We'll bring on Mastur for Romagnoli, who gave the ball away cheaply in that. Mastur can play up there as a poacher, I guess. Bugeli likewise. But I really don't see us getting anything out of this now. Terrible defending for both goals. They were both simple cutbacks that we didn't deal with. And I cannot believe we're going to lose to Inter when they're as poor as they are this season. Yeah, proceed with tactical changes, and that's going to be it. We've had an extra minute and a half over what we're supposed to have, and we're no managing to do it. Bonucci lobs it long, headed away by Kondogbia. Chiesa on, Kondogbia gets it, and that's going to be time, isn't it? I think it's just teasing us now, basically, with him added on time. Ranocchia easily beats Mastur to that. Back to the keeper. Just blow the whistle. Oh, maybe a chance. No, it's a great challenge, Miranda. Oh, Andre Silva was offside anyway. Why is this still playing? Just blow the whistle, man. Put me at my misery. There we go. And Inter, one of the worst teams in the league this year, get the win. And we are now officially below Juventus. 12 games left. We are now 5 points behind Lazio. A terrible result. What? I have to endure speculation, apparently. I don't see how. I mean, we're 6th, but it's not as if... I mean, we were 2nd 1 minute ago. I mean... They're disappointed at losing to Inter, but at the end of the day, it's not as if they're a crap team. Okay, they're having a bad season, but they've still got a good side. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Obviously, a massively disappointing episode. They're losing to Inter there at the death, but we had a good result in Germany, which should hopefully help us advance to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Next time out, we'll be hosting Novara, and then we go away to face Lazio, a game that we need to win. If we lose that game, we're 8 points behind them, and it's over in terms of the title this season. We had a great mid-season run, but our poor start to the season is probably going to be what costs us this year in going for that title. And since that Juve-Roma game, I've not really had the confidence in the boys in the big games, and we've just seen it against Inter there again. A lack of depth, definitely hurting us, and financially we're just in a bit of a mess right now. We're getting 35% of transfer fees. We can't even raise a budget by selling players, sadly. So I think squad depth is definitely hurting us, but we're doing what we can to give it our all. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode at least. Good result in Germany if we ignore the result against Inter there, which was a poor game. We dominated, of course, the game as you would expect we would, but really, really poor defending lets us down. The only 2 chances that Inter have all game, they score and beat us 2-1. But next time out, we're against Novara at home, a game that we really should win, and that should set us up for Lazio away, a game that we really have to win. So as I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, then please drop down below and leave a like. And of course, to follow the series, you could subscribe to the channel, which I'd be greatly appreciative of. But I'll see you next time when we take on Novara and Lazio.